Lioness Isasha meets Bull Fox.
No more fire.
Lioness Isasha meets Bull Fox.
No more fire. Doesn't matter where you look in the world today, streets them burning like fire. Doesn't matter where you go in the world today, see the temperature's just getting higher. Economic crisis is holding the world today. Much more seller than buyer. Man's greed has totally gone astray. We need some water to out this fire. No more fire.
Lioness Isasha meets Bull Fox.
Conflicts raging all over the Middle East. Worldwide leaders can't find a solution. Starting to wonder if we will ever see peace. Will we see an end to this retribution? Will the guns never fire another shot?
Lioness Isasha meets Bull Fox.
Will the shooting and the firing stop? Yes, can the gunfire never cease? No more fire. No more fire. No more fire. Oh yeah. No more fire.
Yes, I give thanks. This is No More Fire, produced by Fullness at the Fullness Studio. On the Walls of Jericho album, No More Fire. Raw.
Economic crisis is holding the world today. Much more seller than buyer. I say man's greed has gone totally astray. We need some water to out this fire. No more fire. Oh yeah. No more fire. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
I listen to the sounds of the teacher man, Paul Fox, Sound Business. This is a promo introducing Hold Tight, the new album by Paul Fox. Interview coming up. We're just gonna fling a little tune, past, present, and future.
Hard times, yeah. Tell you about hard times.
Sasha meets Paul Fox.
Did you say you read the news today? Can't switch it off. Man can't look away. Can't imagine the pain. Yet it's always the same. Man kill and maim and point the finger of blame. In these hard times, yeah, time is getting harder. I say, time no get no easier, no, no time no get no easy, yeah. Man is feeling weaker, boy, should be getting stronger. I say, time is getting harder, time is getting harder. Near and far, you hear rumors of war, religious war, political war. You hear gangland war and racial war.
Yes, I tune entitled Hard Times. Inner Sanctuary 12-inch Shades of Black, Paul Fox and Jonah Dan production. Big tune. SHEROARFM.
Easier, no, no time no get no easy. I say, man is feeling weaker, boy, should be getting stronger. I say, time is getting harder, boy.
Yes, time to get strong, stronger every day. Yes, I give thanks for tuning in. Lioness Den interviews. Paul Fox coming up. Hold tight.
Oh yeah, hard times, yeah. Time is getting harder. I say, time no get no easier, no, no time no get no
Yes,
easy.
I'm Sasha
I
meets
say,
Paul
man is
Fox.
feeling weaker, boy, should be getting stronger. I say, time is getting harder, boy. Time is getting harder, yeah. Did you say you read the news today? Can't switch it off. Man can't look away. Can't imagine the pain. Yet it's always the same. Man kill and maim and point the finger of blame. In these hard times, yeah, time is getting harder. I say, time no get no easier, no, no time no get no easy, yeah. Man is feeling weaker, boy, should be getting stronger. I say, time is getting harder, boy, time is getting harder, yeah.
Lioness I'm Sasha meets Paul Fox.
Yes, I big tune this. Babylon Fall by Michael Rose. Produced at Shades of Black label.
Babylon, your kingdom, your kingdom, your kingdom fall. Your kingdom fall. Babylon, your kingdom, your
Yes, I. This is a 12-inch out on the Inner Sanctuary label. Shades of Black production. Big up Paul Fox. Big up Jonah Dan. You don't know.
You've got no vision. Oh, you change your plan. Trying to change the way of Jah every day. The Antichrist lead us in a crisis.
Sasha meets Paul Fox.
Can't you see what we are going through? There is no sympathy, no, not at all. Babylon, your kingdom, your kingdom, your kingdom fall. Your kingdom fall. Babylon, your kingdom, your kingdom, your kingdom fall. Your kingdom fall.
Yes, I. Stay tuned
Listen
to
the
find out what it was like to produce Michael Rose.
Malcolm X,
Coming up in the Paul Fox interview.
Martin Luther King. Oh, oh. It's only a trick.
Lioness Isasha
See the
meets Paul
slavery
Fox.
mentality. Around your neck and around your wrist and around your feet. Mental slavery. Oh, long, wrong, bang in Babylon. The pagan those vampires. Oh, showing no sign. No sign, no sign, no sign. Attack you in the dark. Oh, please. Babylon, your kingdom fall. Your kingdom fall. When your back is on the wall.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Your kingdom fall. Your kingdom fall. Our back is on the wall.
Yes, I. Roaring respects to Paul Fox, produced
Why is it
Michael
they trying to
Rose,
fight down
Babylon Fall. Make sure you go check that out on the Inner Sanctuary 12-inch Shades of Black production. Big up!
meditation? Babylon a kill and slay, and don't want the truth to reveal. I say, how long will it be this way? Oh, the crisis, yeah. Babylon, you don't have no victory.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Yes, I. Bigging up Carnatone. Bigging up Fullness Sounds. This track is called Be Careful. Big up.
Whether you're walking in the broad daylight or the middle of the night, yeah.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Can be so mean, oh you can't be green, no. I don't want you to feel no fear. You should be able to go anywhere. But mind how you are move, my friend. 'Cause one wrong move, it could be the end. Just be careful, man. Be careful, man. Be careful, man. Boy. Be good, and if you can't be good, just be careful, man. Yeah. Be careful, man. Be careful, man. Just be careful, man. Boy. Be good, and if you can't be good, just be careful, man. Yeah.
Yes, I. Track arranged and mixed. The Sound Business Studio by Paul Fox. Horns by Fullness. This track entitled Be Careful. Make sure you go check it out. Carnatone 12-inch.
Trouble behind.
Big tune, big message.
It's a rocky, rocky road ahead. Got to use your head. Well, if something seems too good to be true, you got to figure out just what to do. Just mind how you make that move.
Lioness and Sasha meets Bull Fox.
Be careful, man. Boy. Be good, and if you can't be good, just be careful, man. Yeah. Be careful, man. Be careful, man. Be careful, man. Boy. Be good, and if you can't be good, just be careful, man. Yeah. Whether you're walking in the broad daylight or the middle of the night,
Make sure you go check out the official music video on YouTube for the Be Careful track.
be careful, man. Be careful, man. Be careful, man. Boy. Be good, and if you can't be good, just be careful, man. Yeah. Be careful, man. Be careful, man.
Yes, we're coming up now to the time to get a little insight into Paul Fox and his works, major works. New album, Hold Tight, out now on vinyl, CD with bonus tracks and digital release.
Lioness and Sasha meets Bull Fox.
Give thanks for your time and insight today, Paul. I'd like to start by asking you a little bit about your background history. Where are you from?
I was born in London, grew up in London. My mother is from Jamaica and my father is from England.
Okay, cool. So how did you get into the reggae dub music?
To be honest, I started listening to Bob Marley probably when I was about 10 or 11 and just loved it, and I still love it. I still listen to Bob Marley now. I used to listen to Bob Marley and then I started listening to people like Aswad and Steel Pulse before getting into Burning Spear and Black Uhuru and so on. And then probably when I was about 17, 18, somebody took me to see Shaka, and it's like a turning point when you go to a sound system for the first time, especially seeing Shaka for the first time. It's just, I thought it was amazing, loved the music, loved everything about it, and then started going to it was at that point in time it was people like Manasseh, Joey J, and Channel 1 and so on, who were playing a lot of sound systems at the time. And so then I started getting into actually making a bit of music.
Do you play an instrument?
I play, I learnt the piano, and so I play keyboards.
Right.
So yeah, I used to just make some rhythms with a very basic setup. I had a 4-track tape machine and a drum machine and a keyboard, and so yeah, it's quite amazing actually what you can do with quite basic equipment.
Yeah, well, when there's a will, there's a way, they say.
That's right. Yeah, so just started out making a few little rhythms, and then I decided that I was gonna go and record something, so I went to Manasseh's studio. This is when I was about 20 or something, 21, and I recorded the rhythm track to Writing on the Wall, which ended up being my first single. And then basically what happened was once we had finished recording the rhythm track, I said I just want to put a couple of lines here and there so that it's not just an instrumental, we can echo some vocals in and out, and that's really what it was going to be. It was going to be like a dub version of a song that never existed.
Right.
So I recorded that, and Nick suggested that I go off and write a full song and then record the full song so we can actually have a vocal version and a dub version. And that's how it began, really.
Right, that's interesting. So what does reggae mean to you?
Well, music in general means a lot, because the thing I love about music is that, and especially reggae, is that it can make you feel like dancing, it can make you feel like meditating, it can make you feel happy, sad, all kinds of emotions it can make you feel. And so there's something bigger to music than just sticking a CD on and having it in the background. Like it just goes right through you. And especially with reggae, sometimes when you walk into a place where they're playing reggae, or you get into the car and you put on a reggae CD, it feels like coming home, if you know what I mean.
The vibes are right, yeah.
Yeah, so it just feels, really comfortable, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. So the messages in your songs are really powerful. Who and what influences your lyrics? How are you inspired?
I'll be honest with you, I find writing lyrics quite hard in a way. So obviously you have a lot of people who make reggae and they come up with lyrics there and then, off the top of their head. And I've just never been able to do that, really. So when it comes to writing a song, I do have to sit down with a pen and paper, and sometimes it might be that I've got one little melody in my head and then certain words will fall into place. Or it might be that I've got just a phrase like, that song, Be Careful.
Yeah.
So there'll be a phrase like, if you can't be good, be good, and if you can't be good, be careful.
Yeah.
So I might have a phrase like that and I should just work it into a song. In terms of influence, I suppose it's, everything is an influence. Conversation that you might have with somebody in the street, or you might be sitting down and even watching something on the TV and it makes you think of something, maybe when you're watching the news.
Yes, exactly.
So it really can be anything. It might be something that one of your children says to you that makes you think something and write it down. And, the fact that I listen to music all the time means that in some ways the music that I listen to is going to influence me as well. But I do like music that's actually saying something, especially if it's positive, or it can make you think a bit more deeply about things.
Yeah. Food for thought.
So those are the kind of things that influence me.
And what motivates you or drives you to keep making music?
I would say that I can't help it, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It would be more of an effort to not make music than it would be to make music.
Right.
Because it's like, it's not exactly the same as eating, but it's just something that I want to do all the time. So I don't feel motivated to do it because I just do it.
It just comes natural.
Yeah, I don't have to make an effort to kind of think, I haven't written a song for.
I understand.
I just want to get up and do it, and that's how it goes. And in a way, if anything, I'm more frustrated than motivated because I don't have all the time that I'd like to dedicate to making music. Because life goes on. You got to pay the bills and do all life's works. So it'd be nice if I could spend all day, every day making music, but that's just not the way that it's going to happen.
Well, maybe one day you'll be in the position where you'll be making music all day long. That's what you're striving for.
Yeah.
So you've got an extensive discography of singles, EPs and albums with various labels. Tell me, which track is the one that means the most to you? There's different tracks that mean a lot to me. In a way, the one that jumps to my mind is the one that I did with my wife and 2 children, which is Walk with Jah. Right.
Because that's great to be able to record a song with my family and end up releasing it and so on. So I do really love that track.
Walk with Jah. Yeah, and people can still get that online. Can they find that in?
People can get that on. It's on a 12-inch, and yeah, there's still copies around. I've seen it in various people's online stores. Tanty, Black Mix, and Jawaggies, and so on. All the usual places, really.
Your new album, Hold Tight, on Sound Business label has just been released. Tell me what influenced it.
What influenced the album Hold Tight?
Yeah.
I did a show about 2 years ago in Moscow with Alpha and Omega, and for some reason that show really vibed me up, and I came back from that and spent as much time as I could just trying to record songs and just get stuff down, because you go through different periods of time. Sometimes there'll be months where you just don't find enough time to really put together some good tracks, or so after I came back from Russia, I really made an effort to make the time, and I ended up writing most of the tunes off that album within a couple of months or so after that. And then it just takes time to to tweak the tunes and get them right, and to get a couple of musicians in, add little bits here and there, and then so in the end, it was about a year and a half later that it all came together and came out. But that's what I can trace it back to the show in Russia. I just really loved the vibes there. It was really great.
Oh, big up Russia. It's good to see that there's a reggae scene over there.
Yeah.
So also about the Hold Tight, where does the mask design come from? Is it axamite? Does it symbolize something?
It doesn't symbolize anything for me, really. In a way, it's originally I had a T-shirt that had a similar design on it. This is going back over 20 years now, or about 20 years.
Okay.
I had a T-shirt that I used to walk around in with that design on it that I really liked. I just liked the whole kind of African look of it.
Yeah.
And there's something mysterious in a way about it, and deep in a way. It kind of feels almost like a piece of history or something.
Yeah.
And so when it came to designing the label for my first single, Writing on the Wall, I just drew. I took the idea of what was on the T-shirt, and I drew something relatively similar on pen and paper, and that's what I used for the design of the record label for Writing on the Wall. And then since then, every now and then I've used it for record labels or logos. And then with this album, I was thinking about what I wanted the album cover to look like, and I thought I'd go for something really just simple. So it's literally just that African mask and simple writing. So I'm quite pleased with the album cover, actually. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. It makes you want to listen to what's this all about? Where does this come from? It's intriguing.
Yeah. So as far as
it seems ancient.
That's right. I mean, it doesn't represent anything. I couldn't say that it's a particular tribe or a particular I don't know, but there's something that I like about the
mystical.
Yeah, exactly.
You're also a prolific producer. Tell me, where does all the magic happen?
Right here at home. It's not like the old days when you used to have to go to a full-on studio where they'd have racks of sound modules and effects and all of this kind of stuff, and a great big mixing desk and so on. People still obviously do work like that, but for probably a good 5 to 10 years, I've been just doing everything on my computer. I have got a small mixing desk, but MIDI controllers, so it's effectively the same as a mixing desk. But literally everything takes place on the computer. I don't have any outboard equipment. I've just got the software on the computer, my kind of MIDI mixing desk, and a microphone. So it all takes place here.
The wonders of technology.
Yeah, well, I remember when I first started, I used to kind of keep a book of things that I would be wanting to be aiming for. So one of the first things I put in the book was I wanted to be able to record a song and put it out as a record.
What was it like to work with a legend like Michael Rose on the Babylon Kingdom Fall and Ceasefire tracks?
It was great. It was really fantastic. I mean, he's one of my favourite voices in reggae. There's lots of great voices in reggae, but he really is one of my favourite voices. And to be listening to him from, the time you're like 15 years old, and then
he's a legend.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I got a call from this friend of mine saying that he had kind of linked up with Michael, and this is I hadn't asked him to ask Michael, but he said to me that he'd said to Michael, does he fancy coming and recording a song at his friend's studio? And initially Michael didn't want to, because he didn't know who it was or anything like that. And then eventually my friend managed to convince him to just come down and come and record a song. And literally I just thought, that's fantastic. This afternoon Michael Rose is coming to my house. He's going to come and record a couple. Then
yeah. It's surreal, isn't it?
It was. And in a way I was a bit nervous, because Michael Rose is recorded with all kinds of fantastic producers and Sly and Robbie.
So it must have been quite an amazing experience. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall there.
Thinking, well, he's going to come in after being into all these wonderful studios, and there's me with just a computer and a microphone. He's probably going to think it's a joke, but he was very professional about it, and quality singer. And so he came and recorded Ceasefire. That was the first tune he recorded, and he also recorded another tune which I still haven't released, but I've got sort of sat there. And then he called me, I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks later, and said, would it be okay if he came and recorded an album with me? So I said, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, of course. Forward.
Yeah.
Forward. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, well, let me think about that for a minute. No, definitely, no problem. So he came down and recorded an album which is called Great Expectations, and there's also a dub version called Dub Expect. I think it's called, maybe it's called Great Expectations in Dub or Dub Expectations. And it didn't get a UK release, but for some reason, but it was released around the rest of the world. So you can find out about that online. But that was a great experience. It's good working with him.
Yeah, respect. Tell me a little bit about Shades of Black.
Shades of Black was initially 3 people. That's Jonah Dan, a guy called Julian Ryan, and myself. And we used to meet up at Jonah's studio in London. This is in the early 90s through till kind of late 90s. We used to meet up kind of once a week or so and put some tunes together, record vocals and so on, and we called ourselves Shades of Black. And since then Julian went on his own path and went off and did his own thing, but me and Jonah have worked together consistently sort of throughout all of the years. And so quite often when we're both involved in a project, we'll just put it under the name Shades of Black.
So there'll be something more from that coming in the future, I hope?
Yeah, absolutely. It shouldn't end. Yeah, it shouldn't end. So, you know, in a way, whenever there's a collaboration between me and Jonah, and it could be a bunch of other people involved as well, we just call it Shades of Black, because in a way it's kind of it's like an umbrella for music. You know, if you've heard a few Shades of Black productions, then and you see that there's another Shades of Black production, then you kind of know roughly what it is you're getting into. You see what I mean?
The sound, yeah, it's got its own sound.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of your experiences with Alpha and Omega, with whom you've had an extensive tour in Europe. You mentioned that you liked the vibes in Russia, but which country did you like the best?
You can't ask that kind of question. Everywhere.
Well, I'm trying to get at the vibes of where you felt like most appreciated the sounds, or the most following of the reggae or the dub scene, the most turnout. That's what I'm trying to get at. The most reggae loving.
Yeah. I mean, it's very difficult to say in a way, because every country that we go to, there's what seems like a good turnout to me. You know, we've never really been somewhere and the place has been empty.
Good.
And
yeah.
The vibes are always really nice, and the people are always really nice. And so, in a way, it's like there's this community that exists all over the place that is united by the sound.
The sound.
Yeah, the sound of that kind of dub and roots sound. So it's quite uplifting to always go places, and you feel like very welcome wherever you go.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of biggest turnouts and so on, let me think. There was a big turnout in Croatia, first time we played in Croatia, and we've played a couple of festivals, so they're kind of different in a way, because there's a lot of people there already.
Yeah.
So Reggae Geel, which is held in Belgium, that was a big festival. People like Mad Professor and so on the lineup, and we played. What was the other one called? I can't remember the name of it. But there's been some big festivals as well.
And there's another big festival coming up. That United Nations of Dub that I see you're on the lineup as well.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That looks great.
That's going to be massive.
Yeah, I hope that Alpha and Omega are on when nobody else is on, because I want to go and see everybody else as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? Playing out.
Yeah. So that looks big, though, really big. I don't think I've ever seen a lineup like that before. Shaka, Abashanti, Iration Steppers. They're literally, you know, as far as sound systems are concerned, they've covered everybody. Then you've got all kinds of artists, Martin Campbell and so on, you know, playing as well. It's just fantastic. I really looking forward to that. Are you going to make it to that?
I'm going to try to make it to that. Let's hope the weather is good as well. It's up in March, springtime. Yeah, definitely.
But I think I read that it's indoors.
Is it? Okay.
I read that the rooms that everyone's playing in is indoors. I think you'd have to, because it's England.
Yeah, because of all the sound and all that, you can't risk it.
No. Nothing's going to guarantee that you've got good weather. So, but yeah, that looks amazing.
So yeah, you're going to be presenting your Hold Tight album on that.
No, because it's going to be Alpha and Omega. Sometimes I do one or two of my own songs within an Alpha and Omega set, but I haven't. It's not really the place where I'll be presenting that album.
Have you got any events coming up in the next few months, or will there be a Hold Tight tour?
Tours or shows come about when I'm invited, really, because I don't have a structure in place to set up shows myself, or say, here's a band and all this. So it really comes together when I'm invited to go places. I have got a couple of shows early next year, Alpha and Omega. We've got a couple of Alpha and Omega shows, and I've got a show in Belgium in April with Unlisted Fanatic, who I've also done some work with. So yeah, I'd love to do a Hold Tight tour, especially with a live band. That's what I'd really like to. That's where I'd really like to do some work, but just have to wait and see, really.
Yeah, something to aim for in the future.
Yeah.
You've teamed up with Fullness with a couple of releases on Carnatone label, namely First Light and Be Careful, which we mentioned earlier. I really love the video. What was it like filming it?
The Be Careful video?
Yeah, the Be Careful video.
That was just great. It was great fun. The people in the video were kind of the Dub Heart crew. Fullness has got a band called Dub Heart, which are a band, and they're based in Bournemouth, which is not too far from where I am.
Yeah.
And so it was his idea, actually. The whole thing was his idea, to go down to Southampton and film.
So it was filmed in Southampton.
Doing all our things, entirely in Southampton. And because we'd really kind of, he had quite a clear idea of what bits he wanted in the video, and we'd decided before, how we were going to do it. We did all the filming within probably about 3 hours, so we were quite on it. But yeah, that was really good fun. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it, and I wish you all the success for that video. Where can people buy your music and find out more about yourself?
I've got a website, which is Paul Fox. Yeah, it's paulfox.wix.com/dub. Probably the easiest thing to do, actually, is to just type Paul Fox Reggae in Google, and you should be able to find my website. That will give you the most up-to-date information. As far as buying music, wherever I can get it to, so it's on iTunes if you're into the digital downloads, and Spotify if you know Spotify, and then shops like Amazon, Black Mix, Jawaggies, Dub Vendor, and so on. And then probably the most personal way of getting in touch with me is through Facebook. So people write to me and ask me questions, and I always answer them. And that is facebook.com/Mr. Paul Fox.
Wicked, nice one. So make sure you go and check out Paul Fox information and his new releases. All his information will be up on the website and his Facebook. And finally, Paul, I'd like to ask you, what is your message?
The simple message is the first song on my new album, and that's just be positive. That's, at its simplest, that's my message, be positive. The thing is about being positive, it's not being unrealistic. I think sometimes, you can make yourself feel down by looking at the bad side of something, and it can end up reducing your enjoyment of life. Whereas if you can try and stay positive, it increases your enjoyment of life. And so that's my message, really. If you can try and stay positive, it increases your enjoyment of life. If you can try and stay positive, it increases your enjoyment of life.
Yes, this is the first track on the Hold Tight album. Be positive. Big tune.
Bright eyes and be positive. Oh no, don't be negative. Look through bright eyes and start to live. Ooh, and be positive. Look for the sunshine in the rain. Try to see happiness where there is pain. They say that your eyes are the windows to your soul. So use them well and you will reach your goal. Look through bright eyes and be positive. Oh no, don't be negative.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Look for some shade, man, in the desert sun. Try and find water where there appears to be none. In this world of confusion, look for some truth. Keep searching and searching when they say it's no use. Oh, look through bright eyes and be positive. Oh no, don't be negative. Look through bright eyes and start to live. Ooh, and be positive. Look
Yes, neck breaking rhythm. Roaring respects from the lioness. Be positive. As Soda Man said, Paul Fox, hold tight. Be positive. Recorded, produced, and mixed at the Sound Business Studio by Paul Fox. Make sure you go check out vinyl, CD, digital release. Hold tight. Out now. Sheroar!
lose your soul, man. All that glitters is not gold. Many forms of temptation. You should stick to your goal. Look for the calm in the storm. You won't feel the cold, no. You only feel warm.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Oh no, don't be negative. Look through bright eyes and start to live. Ooh, and be positive. Look through bright eyes and be positive. Oh no, don't be negative. Look through bright eyes and start to live. Ooh yeah, and be positive. Through bright eyes and be positive. Oh no, don't be negative. Look through bright eyes and start to live. Ooh, and be positive. Look through bright eyes and be positive.
If you can try and stay positive, it increases your enjoyment of life.
Yes, this is an upcoming Imperial Sound Army 2013. Paul Fox and Danai. Jah Will Provide. This is Alpha and Omega.
While some enemies hurting you too, even for the ones who don't seek the truth, only Jah will
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
while some enemies hurting you too, even for the ones who don't seek the truth, only Jah will provide. Only Jah will provide. Only Jah will provide. God mark the time then things get revealed. No the foundation, no would you shed fear. Why go searching for
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
If you have breath, there's hope for mankind, but
While the wicked are still stiff on you, what some enemies hurt can you do? Even for the ones who don't seek the truth, only Jah will provide.
go away, I say stay away. Wicked man with your wicked plan. We will walk on this road, I say, one by one and hand in hand. United we stand, divided we fall. This is what the conscious call. We standing firm with our backs to the wall. Never give up, no, not at all. So while the wicked are to slip on you, while some enemies hurting you too, even for the ones who don't seek the truth, only Jah will provide.
While the wicked are still stiff
Yes, only Jah will provide.
what can you do?
Upcoming Imperial Sound Army 2013, track entitled Only Jah Will Provide.
Only Jah will provide. Only Jah will provide. But not the time then things get revealed. No the foundation, no who you shed fear. Why go searching for what you can see? Why for the mysteries there's an end to be?
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Yes, thank you for tuning in to the Lioness Den, interviewing Paul Fox. Enough respect, roaring respects to Paul Fox for his time and his insight, and thank you too for tuning in. Make sure you go check out the Hold Tight album. This is an album preview. Get a little taste of what's to come. Enough respect, she raw.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
Nobody fret your mind, no. Just hold on a while, yeah.
If you can try and stay positive, it increases your enjoyment of life.
You see fussing and fighting, when are we gonna solve these problems? Solve them. You hear lying.
Yes, this is from the Hold Tight album preview. Make sure you go check it. It's out now. Vinyl, CD, digital release. Hold Tight by Paul Fox.
Lioness Isasha meets Paul Fox.
There's so much trouble in the world. Got to stop it before it's too late.
Sounds of the Sound Business Studio, Sound Business label. Hold tight.
If you can try and stay positive, it increases your enjoyment of life.
Lioness